All right, so now what do we do since we have these? Let's go ahead and open up our HTML editor. And and I have a template for the job posting. So I click on that. Here's my template. So I don't have to do a whole lot of HTML. It's already there. I go down here, and today is February 5th, so I'm going to change the date that we posted it to February 5th. I'm going to hit save. Okay, now that I have changed the date on that and saved it for our template, I'm going to go ahead and do this job listing of the evidence law enforcement technician. First, what I have to do is now save this as the page it's going to be on the server. So save as, and here are my previous jobs I've posted. So I'm just going to select the last one I did, which was 25-02-024, and change this template to 25. So I now have the next job posting listed here. All right. For the first job listing, let's see. Let's use evidence law enforcement technician right here. So I'm over on the job page. I'm going to go down to the bottom. I don't want to use this page, and here's why. Over here, it shows you can search for more jobs. I want people to stay on my website, not stay on government jobs website. So I want just the page that shows this job, not this other stuff that allows you to interact with government jobs. So I'm going to go down to the bottom, click on where it says website. I look at their web page and I see at the very top here it says jobs. So I'm going to click on jobs, and then it says current job offerings right here. I'm going to click on that. And now it takes me to governmentjobs.com, but to their county jobs. And there's a listing. So in the search, I'm going to go ahead and paste the job that I had already copied, and click on search, and there it is. Now, to make this work, I'm going to right click on evidence on the job title. I'm going to put open a new tab. Now, the new tab should be the page we want. So there it is. There is the job listing. So now I have the evidence law enforcement technician, LET2. All right. And this is the job I want to post. So I'm going to go ahead and again put the title. Now, on the template over here in the HTML editor, these shaded areas are comments, so you can readily find what you need. So for the job title, we put it right here between the two commands, law enforcement evidence technician, LET2. All right. And then who is this? This is the sheriff's office. Next line is agency. So we go down here, and this is the Boulder County Sheriff's Office. And where is it located? Boulder, Colorado. So I'm going to add that to the agency. Now we have the job title and we have the agency. Now, what I also want to do is highlight all that I just put in, the agency and the job title, and copy it. Because at the top, I want to put that in the description. Now, the description is there so that if a web search turns up this page, it'll have the description of the page in the search results. So we need to have a description. So I already put in evidence opportunity. Now I paste in the title and agency. I'm going to take out the code that's in between the two and put in a hyphen instead. And then I'm going to do the same thing here where it says title. This is what's going to appear at the top of the web page in the tab. So I'm going to, again, take that code out and put in a hyphen. All right. One more thing I need to do here before I forget is down at the very bottom of this window that we see. I'm going to move it up. It has how to apply. So I need to put this link over on this page. I'm going to copy the link and put it back over here in how to apply. So now when the page is up there and someone clicks on how to apply, it'll take them to this page that we see on the right. Now, we need to give the person a little bit more information. So we have the salary. I'll put that here. Final filing date is the 14th of February. And then what about this? Well, here is how these are often set up. You have the duties, you have the qualifications, and then you have some kind of intro or summary. So this first paragraph here tells generally about the job. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in this spot here, description. Now I have a section that's duties. So here we have examples of duties. I'm going to put that right there. Now, I need to make this a bullet list. So I'm going to highlight everything except for the title, which was examples of duties. Over here, I have my bullet selection, and I'm going to say OK. And now the HTML editor has changed that list into bullets. And we'll see that when we're done. Now I need the requirements. So here are requirements. Now, you don't have to put a lot in here. The main requirements down here, it's got physical requirements. I think I might put those in. So let's see what we do. All right, required qualifications, required knowledge, skills, and abilities, and preferred qualifications. We want that for sure. So let's put that in here. And the reason you don't have to put really everything is that the person has to click on the link to apply anyway, and it will then show more information. So I'm turning this into, I like to use bullets. It's a lot easier for people to read and understand. Preferred knowledge, skills, and abilities, I'm going to turn that into a bullet also. And preferred qualifications, I'm going to make that a bullet also. Now, if I wanted to, I could add the physical requirements. I'm not going to do that. They can see that when they come to this page. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay, so now it's all ready. What I need to do now is save it and send that up to the server. So it's the FTP account of CSI Network, and it goes into the jobs subdirectory. And I go to look at it on the server, on the web, and here it is. So what I do is I look up here first to make sure that the job title has appeared properly. Now I look to see, okay, I've got the title, the agency, the salary, final filing date. Here's that summary sentence. Now you click on duties and requirements and it opens up that to show the duties. Here's the requirements we did. Everything looks like it came out okay. So now that I know that all came out, I'm going to click on how to apply to make sure it's going to the right page, and it does. All right, so we're good. Now, the next thing I need to do is add this job to the employment page.